All right, good morning, everybody. We've got a stock market open and flat currently. Let's see what's going on here. Warren Buffett backed fintech with 370% growth tests new buy. That's an interesting STNE, huh? So a gap up on here this morning to the 40 something level. It's going to get it close to breaking highs. We tested an IPO buy point here earlier in the year, and it looks like you can just been slowly chopping higher. All right, we'll see how that does. Nasdaq's been on fire. We mentioned the Bollinger Band's narrowing, looking for a move, and we got that move to the upside, so we're just going to go with that. Market just opened. And what's up, what's down? ENDP up and Tesla down. Cena, D-Dog. That kind of looks like a buying opportunity. $45 price target announced at Rosenblatt. Yeah, that seems like a buying opportunity. Definitely seems like a buying opportunity. And it's already going to run back up before I even have a chance to look at anything. Hey, good morning, Jake. How are you? All right, Tesla, Fortinet down here, trend down here. What's up? Not much, actually. Not much at all. Single digit, or single percent, Netflix, ENDP, Ping, Micron. And other than that, we're just fractions of a percent. So not much today. Yesterday, ended up having a great move up. Volume yesterday a little bit. We've been on a downtrend in volume since we broke out. So our buying is coming back down to really normalized levels. So we'll see if that means we're able to really just continue to rally. Let's check on Fortinet, which has kind of been in a small holding pattern towards the top of its little range here. So we're doing okay, not doing great. We did break out of the range yesterday. So let's just see if we can maintain above it. I think that would be good. So 2 5-day pocket pivots here on Fortinet. That's pretty good. Netflix up, ENDP. Let's check out the global watch list. Ameren lower. Carvana a little lower. And check out the winners. Auto Home 4%. Hexo. Future, Fluence. Alright, so my 5-year-old just got sick overnight. I may have to. I just heard him get out of bed, coffee, screamy. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm back. Good morning, everybody. Again. All right, Future Fuels. What the heck's going on here? Netflix been leading us today. All day it's been towards the top of the chart there. Looks like we broke our trend line. That's a pretty good start to the day. And quite a bit of red on our charts here. Fortinet, Okta, PayPal. So we're starting to pause here after 3 really good up days. We're going to start a little pause. Tesla with a gorgeous day yesterday. It's a huge gain. I don't remember why. I don't know if we ever knew why. On China factory optimism, is that why? Okay. Even a Tesla skeptic thinks its batteries are superior. Of course its batteries are superior. Duh. Wow, look at that Tesla knocking right at pretty much the all-time resistance. Knocking right on it. So arguably we'll probably hang out here for a little bit and before we blast through it. I don't know, that may have been a buy in anticipation of such an event. TRN back down a little bit. Broke out of this large flag pattern. Right there. Sell off yesterday in some elevated volume. Not so good looking on that particular, from that perspective. We'll see if we can kind of bounce back from this. Couple down days. And we'll see how this one does. A little elevated on the volume. PLCE, Children's Place? It is a Children's Place. Okay. Where'd you buy it? There's not a lot of 10% down here. I need to know your bottom buying strategy, Jake, if you keep buying at the bottom. All right, so this guy is trying to get over this resistance right now. Seeing a little bit of resistance in the moment. See if he can get over that. Still under all the moving averages. Under all the moving averages. That's a ballsy buy, my friend. So is this your strategy? So yeah, so so you look for gap downs, or you're looking for reversals, or what do you look for? You look for a big volume spike and then no follow through? Is that what you look for? That's a strategy I've loosely thought about here and there. It's been flat the past couple of days, so you're looking for it to not follow through, maybe low volume. This one back down towards an IPO low. Maybe just a round robin up here to 67. All right, Fortinet down about 1% now. It's going to come into the base or bounce off of the line. Copy your upper trend line and put it at the lowest low. Oh, the one I did on the weekly? Yeah, copying in that instance is going to be tough. Okay, so you're bottom buying the channel. And then what'd you do on PLCE? Maybe another channel in there somewhere. Loosely. Always buy the channel on the angle you get from the highs. Oh. Yeah, I usually do that actually. This tool just sucks on this particular. It seems easier for me to redraw it. I'm going to duplicate drawing. I know what you mean though. Okay, so there's Children's Place. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. ESNT, right? Where is it at? ESTC. Yeah, this trend line can be drawn in a couple of ways. Looks like my top's a little off. Could do that, could do that. Let's see what that does. Okay, that one works too. So do you just trade the whole range generally, or are you just looking for the bounce? You mean resistance? You talking about like on a vertical, like say this line? You talking about this middle line right there, or are you talking about another third leg here to this equation? Oh, you said the middle line between. I didn't know if you meant a horizontal line such as this on an individual day, or if you meant an actual parallel trend line within the middle of the channel. You mentioned as support. Oh, a parallel one in the middle. Okay. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, no, actually, I don't mind that at all. That's pretty good. Into more parallel, so you like cut them up in quarters or fifths or whatever that ends up being. And what's our channel tool? I know they had a channel tool. Ooh, fancy. I should try that sometime. So like that. Oh, I was still on the channel tool. That's funny. Yeah, we do that in crypto all the time. You couldn't have sold. At least on this particular circumstance. Huge gap on earnings. So, I know what you mean, though. That's cool. Cool. I'll keep a lookout for that. Yeah, we do that all the time. I do that constantly in crypto. We're always looking at channels and trend line breaks and intermediate reversals. Like you look at my Bitcoin chart. Maybe it's not Bitcoin, but this is my Bitcoin chart. We've been stuck in a downward trending channel for a while. We have these. This one is a different line, but I'm not sure what that one's about. But yeah, we have these trending channels here that we do that all the time. Yeah, the pitchfork, I don't actually use that in TradingView very often. I know what you're talking about, though. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's weird. It goes in the middle. How am I supposed to draw a trend line from the middle? That's the weirdest thing. Anyway, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll use that for something in the future, the pitchfork. I never actually used it. I've drawn it just to see what it is, but I don't use too much from this menu, actually. I'll use that box, but that's not in this menu. This is all this is the math-based ones. What's a shift pitchfork? What? How's that come? How did that happen? Weird. Weird. All right, let's go check out some other ones. D-Dog leading us lower. Excuse me. Tired. Cena's come mostly all the way back this morning. I mentioned that was a good opening, buy signal on a gap down like that. Ended up being one. Look at that, straight back. We'll see if it gets up there to the highs up at 65, 66, but so far so good. Yep. Yeah, with crypto. Yeah, we do that. You talking about like Bitcoin on the daily chart? Yeah, I haven't looked at it like that, but we've drawn lots of channel lines, and you're right, it does line up really nicely like that. Um, oh, look at that! Almost followed verbatim my line I drew. Didn't really get the major bounce here though. We started it, but we instead dropped. Yeah, sure, Jake, absolutely. I like seeing how other people work. Yeah, see, we've got this channel on Bitcoin, the larger channel. We're still in it. And actually, we were likening this situation to this situation recently in the power hour. That's pretty much what's been happening. That's what this hump here was supposed to entail, is we were looking like, oh, well, this looks eerily similar to this. Maybe we'll get a pump and then a drop. Looks like we're in the middle of the drop right now. This one undercut the prior low a little bit, but well respected the trend line. So we'll see if we get something similar to that. I mean, the market's dropping here, but it's not major. Bitcoin's down less than 2%. So of course, it has bounced a little bit. Yeah, shoot it over, Jake. You can send it to me. I don't think you can post a link here. If you're in our Slack chat room, you can post it in Slack. I don't remember who's who between all the YouTube handles and Slack handles. I don't know who the hell's who. I know like 3 people are. That's about it. What we got here? Nothing on my highlighted list is green today. All red. Slightly red, though, for most of them. That's pretty good. Trend down a little bit. Netflix still leading the list there. That's a good move up there into that 200 daily moving average, which has just gone flat. We'll see. Actually, it's curling down slightly. We'll see if it'll, when we get that thing to rotate up. Restoration Hardware, which has been a winner. Looks like it's having a little bit of a comeback. Looks like a doji close yesterday. Not high volume, but that may put in a bottom. We'll see. Snap, trying to get over a trend line. It's been moving off of these moving averages here. Looks like we're right back up this morning. Yesterday was looking a little ominous till the afternoon when it started poking up right there. Looks like we... What's our close? 1511. So this actually should be a green day. Yeah, via the volume. These candle bars are ridiculous. Yeah, so we'll see if we're able to get above this trend line. That could be a interesting interesting situation if Snap can break above this on some really, really good volume.
Dada,
Yes.
can I have breakfast?
You hungry? Yeah. Oh, I'll get you some breakfast, buddy. Give me a few minutes, okay? All right, I gotta go in a couple minutes. Kid was up for a few hours last night, so I'm a little sleep deprived. See if Fortinet's gonna hold that red. Ideally, it holds the red line. Doesn't have to, but could be a failed breakout attempt. Depending on how it breaks it to is a interesting sitch there. 52 for BTC. Let's go to the daily, and then I'll get out of here. Is that a fib level or something, Jake? The 52? Yeah, it could happen quick if this this keeps up. Could see a quick spike lower. So do you have the same channel then, basically? Or are you talking about one of those big arcing channels? Because that's a weekly channel. We actually have this on this chart, just kind of watching it. But it's already broken it. This week, actually. Actually, I guess if I give it to right there, then we may have come down to touch it on that. That's a logarithmic scale channel as well. So 2 kids are sick, which means I'll likely get sick next. So if you guys don't see or hear from me next week, I may just be sick. I really don't have a way to shout out to you guys that I am sick if you're not in my Slack chat room, because YouTube doesn't let me send out any kind of texts or anything like that. So if you don't see me and you're not in Slack, I'll just be sick. So but I think I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. Yeah, if you're not in Slack, go to my website, real-crypto.com, and get involved. Some good guys over there, not always talking about stocks, but we have a stocks room within the chat room. and sign up right here. Little JavaScript thing is waits a second to load. And sign up right there will get you a link. I don't spam through this at all. I've never sent I never once sent an email out through this list. Maybe I will one day, but not today. And if you're not familiar with Slack, I'll show you a little bit. You can. So if you do get involved in Slack, you can go here to click on channels here, and then you can type in stocks. I've got a stocks chat room. Feel free to use it. It's underutilized drastically, even by me. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day. I will probably see you tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll be around unless I'm sick too. Depends if my kid gets everyone sick or not. All right, everyone. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.